Good evening. Welcome to the Man Cave. We've been home for a couple of days. You might have seen our live video, but with trying to get back in the swing of things, soccer practice, all that other stuff, we're running a little late. So I wanted to start something. I think about doing a segment called Late Night Unboxings, and this is going to be kind of our first one. A couple of housekeeping things I want to mention. Our trip was 2,113 miles at 0.4. That was the mileage it took us to get to Gen Con because we had to drive back and forth from Ohio every day, and it was very well worth it. But today, our first real unboxing is going to be this Heroquest unboxing. What you saw a minute ago when we were showing on the table, that's what we got from Avalon Hill at Gen Con. It was me and my son. He's little spender. I'm big spender. So we got two of these. And I plan on using mine. He wanted to keep his as an art piece, so that's why he has his still put together. Got a little crushed, but it's salvageable. We picked up the second one on the day where Joe was there, but we missed out on being able to have anything signed by him, so that was okay. You also saw the poster for the rat and the candle, so we grabbed this. We're gonna put one up both sides. We are keeping them. We're not selling them for buku bucks on eBay. We also did get a pack of those green sheets. We haven't unpacked them yet, so they're not visible. As far as the quest goes, we paid to play that quest, and when we signed up, and this is the important thing that everybody seems to be missing, we signed up to play the First Light bonus quest. And they had it set up, the First Light box was there. They did let us use minis instead of the little cardboard things. And when we played, the wandering monster that they used was an undead goblin. I didn't even notice that it wasn't there when they gave us the sheet later until people started talking about it online. And apparently Doug has confirmed, yes, it's supposed to be an undead goblin. That's fine, that's great. We didn't finish. We ran out of time in this quest. And I know it's a small little tiny map. But we were playing with two people who had never played before. And they got caught up with the gargoyle. They were sure the gargoyle was a trap, and we stood in front of that thing for like 20 minutes detecting traps, casting spells, just trying to figure out how not to set it off or to untrap it. So we missed the end. So we didn't even hear the name Grimshar until after or Grawshaw. When everybody's like, oh my god, that means Wizards of Morkar's got, and that's all great. And I'm totally psyched about that, and I hope that that's true. But what I think people are missing from this takeaway, and something that I want to point out, this is called Online Quest 004, which again, that's fine, but at Gen Con, they called it a bonus First Light quest. So that begs the question, if they are going to make Wizards of Morkar, Wizards of whatever they're going to call it. If it's going to be Zarkon's Wizards, Morkar's Wizards, just Wizards, I don't know. But if they're going to turn this into a new, full-on, built-out pack, what are the possibilities that they're going to use the back of the First Light board? Because why call it a First Light bonus mission? It has nothing. None of this had anything to do with First Light. It's not like First Light's a bunch of undead stuff. The breadcrumbs are placed for it to be Wizards of Morkar, or the modernization of Wizards of Morkar. They've talked about building it out, and if they're going to link it to First Light, what better way than to use the back of that map on those quests that didn't exist before? So, fingers crossed, maybe that's going to happen. I just wanted to mention that. So that's it for the free stuff. Except I ran into Kurgan while we were there from Heroescape Fans. He gave me the shirt. Again, thank you, Kurgan. I really appreciate it.
Heroquest Fans.
What I just
You
said.
said Heroescape Fans.
God, sorry. Heroquest Fans. I love that site. I watch him and the reruns all the time. I'm trying to figure out Twitch, and I screwed it up already. So I don't want to be bug spender. I'll fix it at some point. This is the second shirt he gave me. The first one is the one that I was wearing in our live stream video, and that's in the wash right now. But he also he gave me a card for Holy Water, a treasure card for Holy Water, a treasure card for Potion of Speed, which I very much appreciate. He also gave me the infamous boot tile, which was freaking cool. I regret not running into Ribby. I really was hoping to get some Ribby rings. Those things are awesome. And if I could figure out how to IM, I'm so technologically backwards. I will send you a thing saying, hey, can I get some of these from you and figure out how to pay shipping. I would love that. The one thing that when I ran into Cricket, I was like, "Do you have any nothing cards?" Because I would love to stack at least 3 nothing cards in my treasure jacket. Right now, I don't have any, and I'm really bad at printing cards, which sucks because I don't know if you guys have noticed, but there's some spots online now where they have the First Light characters on cards now, so that they've redone the cards to show the figures from First Light, which I wish they had done when they did that, because for people who are professionally printing cards, it doesn't seem like that big a deal, but whatever. All right, but now for the meat and potatoes of this video. I plan to unbox Joe Manganiello's, and I probably spelled his name or said his name wrong, and I apologize for that. Crypt of Perpetual Darkness quest pack. So the back of the box here says Zargon's minions are at your doorstep, threatening the place that you call home. Armed only with your effects and ancient map of elvish origin, you must journey deep underground in search of long-lost Crypt. Here, a fallen knight's tomb is rumored to contain a powerful artifact. Heroes, you must keep this treasure out of Zargon's hands. You're the only hope for our people. Okay, the map that's on this thing doesn't really have a starting point, which we noticed because we thought, oh, is this supposed to be the map that the guy has given us in that first adventure? And it wasn't, because we played that too. We died in that one. It was really, really tough. All right, so inside of here we have a quest book. And the quest book, the back talks about the companion app is free to download. It's got something up here. Scan this to, I can't read that. Oh, the companion app again. So here, and again, it says Joe Manganiello's The Crypt of Perpetual Darkness. So then we have the character sheets for the 2 characters that we played when we played this. This is my son's character. He was Wendell the Wizard. No, he wasn't. Oh, these were the reused character sheets, right?
No, I was Wendell the Wizard in the Crypt Perpetual Darkness one, yeah.
Oh, okay,
I was the wizard.
You were Wendell the Wizard, and I was Minstrel the female elf. And in this game, we both died. But it was fun. Okay, then we have a tile sheet. This tile sheet has those funky skull trap things. It's got the grasping vines, and I think this is some sort of pool of venomous caustic material. Then we have the tile that has the end tile for the dragon's lair. Oh, spoiler alert, there's a dragon in this set in case you are one of the 2 people in the world who might not have known that. And here we have the inn tavern where we start. Then we have a piece of cardboard. Then we have our stack of character sheets. These character sheets are sort of metal skulls. I mean, they're a little different than the ones that we've seen before, just to go along with this, the edge for this. We have this beautiful dragon. And I would just like to say, on the back of the box, it says that it comes with a metallic black dragon miniature. Not a metal miniature, a metallic black, as in the color. So there have been people who have been confused. Let me tell you, this is plastic. And it comes with a giant ring, possibly for stability. Not sure how much more stable it makes it. As you can see in the box, it also has some black dye. There's black movement dye, and then our 6 black combat dye. Which just brings us to the cards. So, on these cards, which has been the biggest area of complaint that we've had in Heroquest fandom for quite a while, because they are these metallic, they don't match the art style of anything previous in Heroquest, so it's all different, all sort of like metal mosh. Oh, except look at that. 2, 3. So we have 3 cards that mimic the old style, but still have the metallic sheen. Also on the back is the metallic sheen. These 3 cards were also in the Mythic tier bonus stuff, which I want to talk about in a minute here. So then even the backs of these, the equipment cards, the artifact cards, the alchemy cards. Alchemy cards were not part of the original set, so all of that is technically new to this version of this expansion. So in the alchemy set, we have the Potion of Restoration, Venom Antidote, Potion of Dexterity, Potion of Battle, Potion of Speed, Potion of Healing, and a Potion of Defense. Now, all of those cards were in the original, but they were not alchemy cards. Alchemy started in Rise of the Dread Moon, I believe. So that's one of the things that are different. That's what everybody's been asking. What's different? What's different? What is not the same as what was in the Kickstart? Well, the Hasbro Pulse version. So we're going to talk about that a little bit. Here we have our metallic black dragon. This is Venom. Venom is the exact same sculpt as before. However, this is the sculpt from before. So we're going to put those next to each other. You can see it right here. This one is black and shiny. This is the typical gray. Presumably, he would be in the same sect as the Dread Warriors, since he is also a gray figure, not a green skin. So as you can see, it's the same sculpt, just painted differently. Also, I have the tiles from the original set here. I'm gonna just drop some here. These, that's why we have the little poster thing. These look pretty much identical to these. Same on both sides, same on both sides. Here's the vines, there's the other vine, okay? Here's the pool of stuff, here's the pool of stuff, okay? So that's that tile. Here's our other tile. The first thing that you notice, the new one is a little darker, I think. Oh, let me go this way. New one is a little, maybe not.
Just the new one?
Yeah. This is
that one's more vibrant, it seems to me.
Well, and if you look here on the corner, in the old one, it had that thing right on there that said "Made in China." That's missing on here, so you have a little bit cleaner version.
Especially looking at like this, the carpet thing looks way more.
Yes,
visually.
I think this one is. I think the ink, the print is darker, so it looks better. This is kind of faded. So on the other side,
also the same thing.
Yeah.
And again, this one looks like the print is more darker on there.
So these are the two. These are the tiles. So that's what's different there. I'm gonna put those to the side. And now for the big thing that everybody's been clamoring for, and as far as I know, no one has gotten around to doing. The quest book. So on the front, the only thing that's different, Joe's name has been added to this.
And that background's lighter.
Again, the color is more vibrant in the new one. It has the app thing up here that wasn't on the original. And then when I turn to the back, you can see lots of differences because they added all this stuff to make it, more of a commercial product.
Yeah, parents.
Plus, this has the old Avalon Hill logo versus the new one with the mountain. So let's turn to page 1. I'm just going to do this. On this side we have the old, on this side we have the new. So it does not look like anything changed here. Okay, words even look to be about the same spacing and everything. Oh, not right here. There's a little bit of difference here because it says "and grizzled" down here, and this one brings "and grizzled" up here.
So just the typing
minor text issues. So
you have to take the widow off. That's what that's called. It's a widow.
Okay.
When it's taken off of that.
We're gonna
at the end of a paragraph.
All right. Well, it wasn't the end of a paragraph though. That's an "and." Over here it stopped on "and."
Well, no. When you have one word cut off like that, that'd be a widow for a paragraph.
Okay. Then we turn the page here, and we have page 4, playing the quests. So this obviously has some differences, and I'll go over that right now. So this one, page 4, the quests in Crypt and Perpetual Darkness are generally played the same way as the quests in the Heroquest game system. It is especially important that these quests be played in order, as the game system heroes are returned to full strength, all body mind points are restored between quests. There are a few gameplay differences in the Crypt of Perpetual Darkness. That paragraph is exactly the same. What's different is the layout. So then it says, starting a quest, the heroes do not always start their adventures in the spiral stairway tile used in the Heroquest game system. Often they enter through a door on the edge of the game board. That's the same so far. This door is shown in the quest map with an arrow pointing inward toward the game board. Door is placed in the game board at a specified location before the quest begins. At the start of an adventure, the heroes line up outside the door and ask Zargon to open it. And that's exactly the same. Would have been interesting to see if Joe had gotten a redesigned door as another little bit of plastic for this one, but whatever. Ending a quest. Players may only leave the game board by locating the wooden exit door on the edge of the board or by finding the spiral staircase that exits in some of the quests. The exit door is shown on the quest map with an arrow pointing outward from the game board. That's exactly the same. Note, as with regular doors, an exit door is not put on the game board by Zargon until the hero looks down the appropriate corridor. The exit door is usually opened in the same way as a regular door unless specified otherwise in the quest notes. That's the same. Now, in the new book, we continue right away. In the old book, they brought 3 up here. So, treasures. Large gold coin treasures found in treasure chests should be divided among all surviving heroes. That's exactly the same. Artifact cards. Following artifact cards are used just like the artifacts in the Heroquest game system. When a hero finds an artifact, they should record on their character sheet. Unlike most artifacts in the game system, however, some of these artifacts must be crossed off the hero's character sheet after they are used. That's the same. Crown of Shadows, piece of armor. This helmet gives you 1 extra defend die and allows you to see normally in darkness, both magical and non-magical. That's the same. Dragon Spear, the weapon. A long magical spear of dwarven make. When using it, roll 3 attack dice of roll 4, or roll 4 if attacking a dragon. This weapon may be used to attack diagonally, may not be used by the wizard. That's the same. Heroquest pack components. In this one, it says it uses tiles and miniatures from the Keller's Keep and Return of the Witch Lord quest packs, which we got if we did the Mythic tier of the original Hasbro Pulse campaign. This one is different. What happens if I don't have enough monsters of a type? Some quests may require more monsters than are available in the game. If all the monsters of a particular type are already on the game board and you as Zargon need to place another one, you may use any monster same color as the one that should have been used. No mention of Keller's Keep, no mention of Return of the Witch Lord, no mention of different tiles. So that's our first break. Once we finish with the tiles, I'm going to go into actual spoiler territory, but for this page, that's not there yet. Grasping Vines traps, which were these tiles that I showed right here. That's the same on both of these. Springing Grasping Vines trap. Again, that's the same. Acid Pool traps. Same. Dread Skulls. As soon as the hero sees a Dread Skull. Strength of 2. Eye beams. Body of 1. 0 defense. Yep, that's exactly the same. And then we have the Temple and the Tavern tiles that they talk about, which again are the same. So now we're going to switch into the quest book itself. If you don't want any spoilers, this is where you want to walk away or fast forward or whatever. If that's true, please hit like, subscribe, whatever. All that stuff that you're supposed to do that I always forget to mention. So, quest number 1, the Rat and Candle Tavern. So just briefly looking over this, the outside edge of the map is exactly the same. The tile placement with the bad guys on the inside is exactly the same. The place we start's the same. That's the same. Same villains. Same. So this picture, identical. At the beginning of each quest, there's a message on parchment from Mentor. The message should be read. Allowed to all players, however, the quest notes the follower for Zargon's eyes only. That's exactly the same. Ooh, this is different. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. So they just centered stuff differently. It looks like it's exactly the same. Every great adventure begins in a tavern. The city is occupied by enemy forces, and as you enjoy some downtime between quests, you hear the drunken rumblings of a jolly gnome singing tales of a crypt buried in marsh of sorrows. That was the last resting place of an ancient weapon of dwarven make. All of that's the same. Gnome produces a map from his pouch, offers to share the reward with you if you help him find it. At that very moment, a gnome screams out and falls forward onto your table, and a goblin with a long bloody knife smiles a toothy grin and says, "I'll be taking that map." That's all the same. And the whole point of this adventure, Joe is a big D&D fan, and he wanted to put some role-playing aspects, bring a little bit more D&D flavor into Heroquest, and that's pretty much what this is. So here we have, there's no extra art on this one, and on this one it's got the rat and candle little symbol that was on the poster as well. So wandering monster in this quest is still an orc. That's the same. Notes look to be the same, A, B, C, and D. Yep. All right, here we go. Next quest, which is Jailbreak, quest 2. Go around the outside. All of that looks the same. This is the same. Same. That's all the same. Now that you've had a chance to inspect the map in private, you realize it is written in an archaic form of Elven that hasn't been used in centuries. A scholar friend of yours can translate it, but just happens to be imprisoned by Zargon's troop for stealing back plunder. Steal the map, that's the same. Break him out of town jail and return him safely to your hideout so you can decipher the map and help you understand why it was so valuable and what it leads to. That's the same. Notes A, B, C, D, E, X. A, B, C, D, E, X. Okay, one thing that's changed here. The guy who's your friend is apparently named Vander, and here it talks about Vander and says that Vander uses stats shown on the elf card. So that was not a note that was in the original that is here now. So that's interesting. Fire wrath in this here. Crossbow. Turn Vander back to that so you can translate the map. Yeah, I'm not seeing in the original one where it talks about Vander at all. And to be quite honest with you, even though I've had this for a while, I have not played it. Sorry for that break. We had a minor technical glitch. I'm on quest 3. Again, I'm going to remind you, spoiler warning, I'm going through the quest to see what's different from before. On quest 3, in the pictures here, the very first thing that we notice, here we have the tiles from the Keller's Keep, I believe. And here they've gotten rid of that. And it's just regular pictures. This is the same. Here we are on the side though, the Zargon symbol is used in this map as an escape location. So there's an escape location right there. I think that has something to do with when the bad guy casts escape, because that's where they go. Okay, and so they put that in here now. That was not in the original quest. There's nothing there. All right, so here we have an E label that was not on the original, and there's E notes that were not on the original. So C, D, those are the same. A, and then B. Okay. So Vander translates the ancient ruins to the map and leads you to them when the black light of the new moon shines upon the great rock facing the Marsh of Sorrows. The entrance to the lost goblin mine of Bubhelixia will appear. This is the first step in the path that will lead you to the final resting place, the Death Knight Kendrick Gilbane. You have followed the map diligently through the foggy and reptile-infested swamp to a rocky outcropping like the one on the map. That looks the same. There's, again, a couple of things moved around a bit, but the story stays the same. So then in the notes, the first one says, zombies crawl out of the secret passage revealed by the new moon's light. Secret door B, because you come in here on the side of the map, and then you enter and you go up here. So the first thing you see is A, and we see zombies crawling out over here. Secret door B is already discovered, which is way back here. On Zargon's turn, place a zombie at secret door B unless the hero has previously reached this location. All of the traps marked A are so well hidden that if they only find one trap, the closest to them. These traps are grasping vines, and they talk about that on page 5. And that's the same here, except this one does not talk about B. It says all the traps marked, it's right after light, it goes straight to the traps thing. At that sentence, the secret door B is already discovered on Zargon's turn. That's different. That's not here. Because that's what it says here for B itself. And here, B, it says the first hero to search this room finds 250 gold in the chest. But what they're talking about is E, which they've actually labeled E, and they write that same sentence. The first hero to search this room finds 250 gold in the chest. There is no chest in this room. It's the secret door B. Comes in here, and it doesn't say anything about the secret door or this room or this chest. So they fixed it by doing it here twice and adding that sentence to A and then B. That's messed up. So again, some proofreading might have been a good idea. So we have the Dread Sorcerer representing a Swamp Hag. She has the following spells: Lightning Command, Sleep, Tempest, Rust, and Escape. So now we know that this symbol here is where she escapes from here to here. That was not in this before. Movement of 4, attack of 2, defend of 3, body of 2, mind of 3. That's the same. And then we have D in both, and then this one again adds that E, which was already done for B. So Wandering Monsters and Abomination, that's the same. Quest 4. The Mind of Tigit Shalex. I'm going to go up the side here. That's the same. That's the same. The same. Oh, yep, that's the same. Down, down, down. Yes. Yes. All right. Around the edges here. CC, 3 chests. Yep. No labels. No labels. No labels. No labels. All right. So in this one, we have an extra A up here now and a B. I mean, the B was already there, but now it's in a different place. So we'll see. These once great dwarven mines, named after a fallen mythical hero who died valiantly fighting for freedom from the forces of dread, have become inhabited by the minions of the malevolent goblin queen Babhilixia. Battle your way against her troops from the staircase to the iron door, marking the exit to continue your quest. That is the same. Heroes enter on the spiral staircase, which is here. That's the same. If a hero searches for secret doors in this room, tell them that they feel a slight draft coming from the center of the room. Of course, don't reveal that there's a pit trap here. It leads to the other pit trap marked with a B in the upper left room. So, they're here. The center of the room is the pit trap, which is where the air comes from. And it goes here. And in this original quest book, it was marked B. In this quest book, it's marked A. B says if a hero searches the room for treasure, they find 2 scrolls, randomly determine which scrolls are received from the available spell scrolls. So that's B here. B here says if a hero searches this room. Okay, so that's the same thing. So they made A the passage and B the room, but they forgot to change the note to make A the passage in this book. So it worked fine in the old one, and not that. So I don't know why they attempted to switch it, but whatever. And then we have the room C has 3 chests. One's trapped, the other one's fun, the other one's a trap. And the trap in this one, just so everybody knows, again, spoilers, the third hero finds that the bottom chest contains the bones of a giant horned skeleton of a minotaur, making minotaurs now canon in Heroquest. They were not mentioned at all before now. Says to put a skeleton miniature on the board to represent the monster. If defeated, you get to take the battle axe. The battle axe is described in the game's system armory. That's the same. Movement of 6, attack of 3, defend of 3, body of 2, mind of 0, wandering monster is a zombie. So that's all the same. Okay, we switch over. In this book, Quest 5, the Sunken City of Babhilixia. Blast of stale air hits you in the face as the heavy iron door swings open, revealing a crudely carved staircase leading to a level below the mines. As you descend the steps, the sound of rushing water grows stronger. You discover the remnants of an ancient human city thought to have been lost to an earthquake centuries ago. Make your way through the sunken city now inhabited by the Goblin Queen's minions and travel further down into the bowels of the subterranean maze of tunnels. That's the same story for both, but the map is a little bit different. This top row is the same. Down here to the side, the yellow square says it's a secret passage, which is here on the map behind the fireplace. And there's a Zargon symbol that again uses an escape location, so the main bad guy must have that spell. It puts it in room F, and I don't know where the main bad guy is found just yet. Yeah, I don't see it. Okay, so A, if a hero reaches secret doors in this room, inform them that there is a loose panel on the wall revealing a crawl space that leads to the other room marked with an A. So that's A to A. So that tracks. That works. A to A, it's the same in the old one. All right. B is different. Hero searches for secret door in this room. Inform them that there is a tight passage through the fireplace leading to the secret door in the room above it marked with the other B. The door to the east wall seeps water from underneath and is clearly holding back a deluge. It is well and truly shut and cannot be opened. That would be that door right there. So here it's orange, the fireplace. Here it's yellow, and it has the secret passage in yellow to the secret door marked with a B in both books. So that stayed the same. That's good. C, which is next door in both books. If the player searches the room for treasure, tell them that they find a mouse trying to get a hold of an old piece of cheese on a high shelf in the cupboard. If they decide to feed the mouse the cheese, you give them a rat miniature. They can use this mouse in front of any door in the quest book to make the game master place everything visible in that room before they can enter. When the mouse is used once this way, it scurries off. That's the same. That's kind of a neat little play on those little mice figures that come with the set. D, if a player searches for secret doors in this room, you slide the desk up in the direction of arrow 1 square to reveal the secret door behind it. Now, both maps have the desk. Both maps have an arrow. The old map had orange there as if it were trapped, but there is nothing about a trap. So taking it away is probably a good idea. E, the Goblin Queen, is in this room. Alright, that's down here. The Goblin Queen has the following spells. Skittle Tea, Hints, Restrictions. That's the same. But this room, or this new book, has a map room labeled F, which they forgot to label in this one. The first hero to search this room finds 250 gold coins in a chest. The secret door can only be found in room D, which was where we moved the desk. And this also is where the Zargon symbol is sitting to show that that's the escape location for the queen from this room when she uses her escape spell. This is where she'll go. So that's nice that they add that, because in this old book they forgot about that room. In this book it's there. The queen has a movement of 8, an attack of 3, a defend of 3, a body of 3, and a mind of 2. So that's pretty good. The door is locked, can only be opened by a skeletal key that we located earlier. All right. And that would be X. Where is X? X. Oh, so it's the doorway out. So that's cool as well. I like that. I haven't played these quests yet. My kids are still... They finished the master system and started one of the I think Keller's Keep. That's as far as we've gotten. All right. So... next quest, 6, the Tomb of Hate. The hair on your arm stands up straight on end as you have just been jolted by a minor shock of lightning, then it hits you, that fetid stench of death. You reflectively start taking shallow breaths as you step forward into this cold and depraved level. The moisture in your breath turns cold as you draw your weapons and step forward. Spectral hands swing the heavy iron door shut and bolt it from the other side. Something terrible must lie ahead of you, and it knows that you are here. Find your way past this level with as much expediency as possible. That is the same story. Map. That is identical. That is identical. Whole side piece, that's identical. Bottom, that's identical. Same. B, yes. A, B, A, C. That's all. This looks the same. All right, so notes. First hero who searches the altar for treasure finds a spell scroll of Tempest and one of Lightning. That's the same. Mummy is king. The powerful mummy lord with the following spells: Sleep, Rust, and Command. He's got a movement of 6, attack of 4, defend of 4, body of 4, mind of 3. That's all the same. Wandering Quest is the mummy. Room C, first hero to search treasure finds 300 gold pieces and a potion of healing in the chest. These stairs lead down to the next level. So that's exactly the same. Next level. Go through the map. Pictures are the same. Pictures are the same. That's a D, yes. That's a C, yes. Yes. Oof. That's a yes. That's a lot of monsters. B, yes. Perfect. Done. All right, so Quest 7, Halls of Doom. Screams of agony can be heard echoing through these halls as you venture deeper and deeper into below the catacombs of the mummy lord Argalonius, maybe. According to the gnome's map, you are dangerously close to the crypt containing whatever is left of the evil Death Knight Kendrick Gilbane. His crypt should be past these once great halls of doom. That story is the same. A, chest is trapped with a poison needle. Yep, hero searches. Yep, 2 body points. That's the same. When your hero searches this room for treasure, they feel something cold and slimy envelop their hand. Yeah, the hero must roll the defend die against 3 points of damage from the glowing ooze. On a bookcase is a vial of holy water. That's the same. Wandering quests or wandering monster. This quest is Dread Warrior. That's the same. Chest is trapped with poison needle. Yep. Hero searches for treasure. They lose 2. Yep. Otherwise the chest is empty. So A and B, or A and C, exactly the same note. D, hero who searches this room finds a loose brick in a wall behind a shackled corpse. Stashed in this hidden cache is 75 gold, poison of restoration, poison restores up to 4 lost body points and 1 lost mind point. So that is exactly the same. On to quest 8. Map's the same this way. A, B, A. That's all the same. B, secret door. Nothing. Secret door. Same. 2 Dread Warriors. Same. C. Okay. Looks like there might be some extra furniture there. Yeah. D, E, F. All right, all that's the same. The Halls of Doom descend deeper into a maze of heated tunnels. You consult the map and read the translated elven runes that reveal you are passing through some sort of forge level on your way to the Death Knight's Crypt. All dwarves grew up with the legends of the great forge of the Mountain King. Thought to be lost to time, it was instrumental in the War of Dragons. Could this actually be it? And could there be some long-forgotten weapon that remains from that bygone war? Yes, that's the same. Notes: A, door marked A, swing open. Yep. Ton of chests are trapped with a dart. Yep. Hero searches. Yep. They lose one body. Yep. Yep. Mummy in this room is a dwarf in its former life. Its stat block is as follows. Book on the stand is written in Dwarvish. Documents the creation of a great weapon for fighting dragons. Notice the weapon was buried in this forge with the dwarves' combat mount. Nice. Your searchers room for treasure. They were able to remove the lid of the sarcophagus to reveal the skeleton of a bear, an ancient dwarven weapon known as the dragon spear. See the artifact card. Hero searches room for secret doors. Slide the chair down to reveal the secret passage. That's all the same. Wandering monsters, a mummy. And again, the stat block for the mummy in this room is 54540. That's the same. All right, quest 9. Throne of the Death Knight. That's the same. That's the same. That's the same. That's the same. Ooh. C, yes. B, yes. Yep, with an A there. Yep, yep. Another A, another A. Goblin, orc. Or goblin, orc. Orc. Gargoyle. Orc. Okay, these are the same pictures. Throne of the Death Knight. Evil emanates from below the moment you begin your descent. The stairs lead to the inner sanctum and final resting place of a warrior whose ambitious plans of conquest were too large for the mortal realm. He volunteered himself as an experiment to gain immortality, and according to legend, he succeeded. Here he lies, growing in power and assembling an army of undeath, awaiting the day in which Kendrick Gilbane may ride forth to rule his kingdom and all others again. Same story. Heroes begin on the stairway. That's the same. Hero sees a dread skull. Yep. Place it on the board. Yep. Dread skull makes. Yep. 0 defend dice. Yep. That's perfect. Chest contains 500 gold. Yep. Potion of dexterity. Yep. Dread sorcerer represents the Dread Knight Kendrick Gilbane. Following spells: Cloud of Dread, Fear, Firestorm, and Command. Yep. Hero searches room for treasure after the Death Knight is defeated. They find the Crown of Shadows. Yep. See the new artifact card. And in this new set, those artifact cards are the shiny ones. Hero searches room for secret doors. Slide the throne to reveal a passage behind it. And that would be there. Yep, that's exactly the same. All that's the same. Movement of 7. Attack of 5. Defend of 5. Body and mind both of 4. Quest is a dread... Or the wandering monster in this quest is a reward. That's the same. Alright. Quest 10. Crypt of Perpetual Darkness itself. So we have the dragon tile right there. That's where we place the dragon. It's got a gargoyle and a mummy and another mummy. D with 3 chests. E with the way out. B, A with the way in. Coming down here, another A. Oh, that's the way in. A goes out. Okay. The map. Map is the same. Behind the Death Knight's throne was a secret passage revealing a system of tunnels beyond where the gnome's map ended. Steam rises from the slick stone floors and walkways, wafting a sharp, acrid, and penetrating smell through the air. Any mucus built up within your nostrils and throat evaporates within a few inhales. Your eyes water and your palms begin to sweat as you push forward into the dark lair that some new inhabitant calls home. One way or another, your quest will be over soon as something powerful awaits you in this murky underground crypt. Story's the same. Okay. Notes. These squares represent acid pools, so that's these things all over here, so that's all the same. Square is an undetectable trap. Yep. 2 combat dice. Yeah, that's the same. Avoid. Yep, that's the same. Door marked B is wedged shut and cannot be opened. That's the same. Stone square is actually a secret door that can be traded for a secret door. That's interesting. When found out, but initially should be placed in the hallway to hide the fact that the dragon's lair is behind it. Okay, so switch out that for the secret door token, I see. When a secret door is marked C is open, place the lair tile as shown to inform the players that a sinister laugh echoes out of magical darkness. Any hero that cannot see magical darkness has -2 combat die the first and second time they attack. Then they may attack as normal. The monster here do not suffer from this effect. Venom has the following spells: Cloud of Dread, Fear, Command, Sleep, and Breathe Acid, which is Firestorm, but with acid damage. That is identical. However, here we have something different. Venom stats. Here we have a movement of 9. Here we have a movement of 7. Here we have an attack and defend of 6. Here we have attack and defend of 5. Body of 5, body of 4. Mind of 4 on both. So they've nerfed the dragon. I don't know if there was an explanation as to why in the discussion at Gen Con because I didn't get to go. I didn't have the tickets to get into the discussion part. The chest contained the dragon's hoard, total of, that's the same. Once heroes exit this door, read the epilogue. That's the same in the Wandering Monsters of Dread Warrior. Okay, the epilogue is really hard to read because of the color in the book, but it looks like it's the same, ends the same way. And then we have the artifact and a quick reference that was utilized for which other things that you need. I mean, this is the ones for this quest. You've got the Crown of Shadows, Dragon Spear, Ring of Return, Magical Throwing Dagger, Holy Water, Spell Scroll, Lightning Bolt, and Tempest. Those are the same. A Battle Axe, a Crossbow, and a Potion of Speed. So those are identical. That, ladies and gentlemen, was the Crypt of Perpetual Darkness. The few differences that are there are negligible for the most part. I don't know why Venom is weaker in the new set than he was in the old set. I thought if they were going to change Venom at all, they would make it one of those variable body point monsters like we saw with the trolls in, or the ogres with the Attack of the Ogre Horde. I thought they were going to do that with Venom to make him even harder. Instead, they made him easier. I don't know why. If there is an explanation and somebody knows, please feel free to share it in the comments. We're going to add some pictures to our own section here so that you can see some of the pictures that we took while we were showing or taking stuff at the Crypt of Perpetual Darkness in the display case. They had a really big, pretty version of Venom there. So we'll try to do that, edit it in. If it doesn't work, I'm sorry. Maybe we'll put them in the comments or something. But that's it for now. Thanks for tuning in. Sorry for the technical difficulties. I will try to get better. But until we come back, may all your rolls be crits. These are Men from the Cave saying goodnight.